Okay, the next problem is of find the Fourier transform of the following signal using appropriate property. Here the x of t signal is given as sin pi t e raised to minus 2t u of t. Then you have to write sin pi t in terms of exponential term. Then after writing in terms of exponential term, here what it is written, then e raised to j pi t minus e raised to minus j pi t divided by 2j you will be getting, then e raised to minus 2t u of t you will be getting off. Then you have to multiply for each of the parameters here, e raised to minus 2t e raised to j pi t u of t divided by 2j minus e raised to minus 2t e raised to minus j pi t u of t divided by 2j. Then e raised to minus 2t u of t, the Fourier transform is going to be 1 divided by 2 plus j omega. Then using of the frequency shifting property, I can get as e raised to j pi t e raised to minus 2t u of t. Fourier transform is going to be 1 divided by 2 plus j omega minus pi. Then multiplying both the side by 1 divided by 2j. So you'll be getting as 1 divided by 2j, 1 divided by 2 plus j omega minus pi. In the same way, you have to go for the next term, that is 1 by 2j e raised to minus j pi t e raised to minus 2t u of t. Fourier transform is going to be 1 divided by 2j, 1 divided by 2 plus j omega plus pi. Then the Fourier transform is going to be for sin pi t e raised to minus 2t u of t. It's going to be, we have to add both the equation. Therefore, I'll be getting as 1 divided by 2j, 1 divided by 2 plus j omega minus pi minus 1 divided by 2 plus j omega plus pi. You will be getting this equation. Then the next problem is of find the Fourier transform of x of t is equals to 2 divided by t square plus 1. Using the duality property, what is the duality property is telling to you? X of t, a Fourier transform is going to be x of j omega, then x of jt is going to be 2 pi x of minus omega. Then we know that e raised to minus a mod of t is going to be 2a divided by a square plus omega square. Then x of t is of, if I consider e raised to minus only mod of t, then Fourier transform is going to be 2 divided by 1 plus omega square. Then applying the duality property, so I will be getting as x of j omega j t is equal to 2 divided by t square plus 1. Therefore, Fourier transform is going to be 2 pi x of minus omega. Then what is x of minus omega? It's nothing but e raised to minus t. T is nothing but, here it is going to be omega. E raised to minus of minus omega, I can write as 2 pi e raised to minus mod of omega. Then this is the equation you will be getting out. That is 2 pi e raised to minus omega. Then find the properties for the signal x of t using appropriate properties. Here the signal is given, x of t is equals to d divided by dt of t e raised to minus 2t sin t u of t. Then writing sin t in terms of exponential and multiplying each of the parameters, then you will be getting this equation. After that, using we know that e raised to minus 2t u of t, Fourier transform is going to be 1 divided by 2 plus j omega. Then using frequency differentiation, t into e raised to minus 2t u of t, it's going to be j into d divided by d omega into 1 divided by 2 plus j omega. Then I can write as, after differentiation, you'll be getting as 1 divided by 2 plus j omega whole square. Then frequency shifting property we are going to use. Therefore, t into e raised to jt e raised to minus 2t u of t, Fourier transform is going to be 1 divided by 2 plus j omega minus 1 whole square. Similarly, for x e raised to minus jt, I can write as 1 divided by 2 plus j omega plus 1. This is what the equation for the Fourier transform of this whole, it's going to be taken as the equation this one. Okay, the Fourier transform is going to be 1 divided by 2 plus j omega minus 1 whole square minus 1 divided by 2 plus j omega plus 1 whole square. Then using differentiation property, d by dt of the whole term is going to be, that is multiplying with the j omega for the whole, j omega into 1 by 2j. This is written as it is. Then solve for this. J get cancels. You will be getting as 1 omega divided by 2, 1 divided by 2 plus j omega minus 1 whole square minus 1 divided by 2 plus j omega plus 1 whole square. This is how you have to solve the problem. Next problem here, it is given as find the frequency response and impulse response of the system described by the differential equation, that is d y of t divided by dt plus 8 y of t is equal to x of t. Therefore, dy of t divided by dt plus 8 y of t is equal to x of t. Taking Fourier transform on both sides, that is you will be getting as differentiation of y of t divided by dt is going to be j omega y of j omega plus 8 y of j omega is equal to x of j omega. Take the y of j omega common, then frequency response is going to be h of j omega is equal to y of j omega divided by x of j omega, that is equal to 1 divided by 8 plus j omega. Then taking the inverse Fourier, then you will be getting as by h of t is equal to e raised to minus 8t u of t. Then the next problem is of find the impulse response d square y of t divided by dt square plus 5 dy of t divided by dt plus 6 y of t is equal to minus dx of t divided by dt. Then taking Fourier transform on both sides, you will be getting as j omega whole square y of j omega plus 5 j omega y of j omega plus 6 y of j omega is equal to minus, after when I take Fourier transform for differentiation, you will be as minus j omega x of j omega. Then take y of j omega as common from this. Then the frequency response is going to be h of j omega is equal to y of j omega divided by x of j omega, that is equal to minus j omega divided by taking this terms down, right? You'll be getting in the denominator part j omega square plus 5 into j omega plus 6. Then take the factors for this, then you'll be getting as 2 plus j omega 3 plus j omega. Then partial fraction expansion, I can write as h of j omega is equal to a divided by 2 plus j omega plus b divided by okay. Next, h of j omega a divided by 2 plus j omega plus b divided by 3 plus j omega. Then find the a and b values based on the basic rules in the mathematics. Okay, you will be getting as a as 2 and b as minus 3. Then h of j omega is equal to 2 divided by 2 plus j omega minus 3 divided by 3 plus j omega. Then taking inverse Fourier transform, h of t is going to be equals to 2 into e raised to minus 2t u of t minus 3 into e raised to minus 3t u of t. Then take u of t as common, you will be getting your h of t impulse response signal. Then in the same way, find the differential equation description for the system having the impulse response. H of t is equals to 1 by a e raised to minus t by a u of t. What you have to do, find taking the Fourier transform on both sides, you will be getting as h of j omega is equal to 1 by a 1 divided by 1 by a, this is whole 1 by a is the a factor, right, plus j omega. Then solve for this, you will be getting as 1 divided by 1 plus a omega, and h of j omega is nothing but y of j omega divided by x of j omega. Then cross multiply here, then you'll be getting as y of j omega into 1 plus j a omega, that is equal to x of j omega. Then multiplying for each parameters here, therefore you'll be getting as y of j omega plus y of j omega, j a omega is equal to x of j omega. Then take the inverse Fourier transform, that is you'll be getting as y of t plus a into d by dt, because j omega is there, d by dt of y of t is equal to x of t. Then for always try to write the equation first parameter as the differential and then the constant. Therefore just change the second parameter in the first way, that is a into d divided by dt of y of t plus y of t is equal to x of t. This is a problem. Next problem, here it is given, the question is same. Okay, here impulse frequency response is already given. From this we have to find what is the differential equation. Okay, uh, therefore h of j omega is given as 2 plus 3 into j omega minus 3 j omega whole square divided by 1 plus 2 j omega. Then we know that h of j omega is equal to y of j omega divided by x of j omega. Then cross multiply this, you will be getting this equation. Okay, then uh, multiply y of parameter with the each function and also x of parameter for the each function. Then you will be getting this equation, that is y of j omega plus 2 into j omega y of j omega is equal to 2 into x of j omega plus 3 into j omega x of j omega minus 3 j omega whole square x of j omega. Then taking inverse Fourier transform, you will be getting as y of t plus 2 into d by dt of y of t, that is going to be equal to 2 into x of t plus 3 d by dt of x of t minus 3 d square x of t divided by dt square. Then multiply the whole equation by 1 by 2 and rearrange the terms in this case. Then you will be getting as d y of t divided by dt plus 1 by 2 y of t, that is equal to minus 3 by 2 d square x of t divided by dt square plus 3 by 2 d by d of x of t divided by dt plus x of t you will be getting off. Then the next problem is of find the frequency response and impulse response of the given output, that is y of t and input x of t, as given here as x of t is equals to e raised to minus t u of t and y of t is e raised to minus 2t u of t plus e raised to minus 3t u of t. Then what you have to do, first you have to take Fourier transform for both the signal input and output signal. Then you will be getting as for input signal you will be getting as x of j omega is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus j omega. For output y of t you will be getting as y of j omega is equal to 1 divided by 2 plus j omega plus 1 divided by 3 plus j omega. Then what is the frequency response? H of j omega is equal to y of j omega divided by x of j omega. Therefore substitute for the y of j omega and x of j omega, you will be getting this equation. Then denominator is going to be numerator, and then I can write the equation as 1 plus j omega divided by 2 plus j omega plus 1 plus j omega divided by 3 plus j omega. Then take the LCM and do the simplification. You will be getting the equation as h of j omega is equal to 5 plus 7 j omega plus 2 j square omega square divided by 2 plus j omega plus into 3 plus j omega. Then here for simplification, here taken as put a j omega as s or x, you can write anything. Here I taken x. Okay, then I will be getting the equation as 5 plus 7x plus 2x square divided by 2 plus x into 3 plus x. Then again multiplying for the denominator part, then going for the division rule, right? I hope you will be knowing of that. If you do that, you'll be getting, you can do this, that is x square plus 5x plus 6 is going to be divided by 2x square plus 7x plus 5. Then if I multiply by 2 and then solve for this, you'll be getting the equation as h of x is equals to, what is the remainder, 2 plus, what is the quotient and remainder, what we will get, that plus minus 3x plus minus 7 divided by x square plus 5x plus 6, you will be getting off. Then here both the side minus are there, minus taken outside. Then taking I of x, only of this part I am taking now. Then again for the denominator, take the factors, that is 2 plus x and 3 plus x you will be adding. Then by using of the partial fraction expansion method, I can write as a divided by 2 plus x and plus b divided by 3 plus x. Then find the a and b values. For a value you will be adding as 1 and b value you will be adding as 2 only. I of x is, I can write as 1 divided by 2 plus x plus 2 divided by 3 plus x. Then putting x as j omega, I can write as 1 divided by 2 plus j omega plus 2 divided by 3 plus j omega. Then h of j omega is equal to 2 plus, and this substituting here in this equation. Okay, you'll be reading as h of j omega is equal to 2 minus j 1 divided by 2 plus j omega minus 2 divided by 3 plus j omega. Taking inverse Fourier transform, I will be writing as h of t is equals to 2 into delta of t. If it is 1 means it's nothing but delta of t minus e raised to minus 2t u of t minus 2 into e raised to minus 3t u of t. Then taking u of t is as common here. Then I will be writing as that is equal to 2 into delta of t minus e raised to minus 2t 1 plus 2 e raised to minus t into u of t. This is the equation.